Welcome to DDOCaSplat. We're a light permadeath group on Thelanis. We're missing a few people today. We'll soldier on, and perhaps we'll manage not to get ourselves killed while everyone else is away.
Oh crap, does it mean I'm our healer?
No, I went and got a hireling.
I could probably be our healer too if we got a bunch of wands and stuff.
That's true, we could all heal, can't we? Basically.
Go grab
After a fashion.
What kind of loot do I have? I'm standing by the hireling vendor wanting to take a level. This is not going to work. Let's see. Leveling at the last minute by Chai. Let's see here. Build. There we go. DDOCaSplat Bard. I made a template so I don't have to think about it on the spot.
That's smart. I probably should have done something like that. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Well, I'm building a warlock, so it's probably kind of irrelevant what I build. Just gotta, like...
It's overpowered.
use the basics.
Let's see.
I haven't got anything to sell. Did I sell and repair at the end of last session? No. I did not. Hey, Mayun, do you want a wand of flame arrow?
Not really.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's see. Which one of these should we do? Should we do the easy one first?
Yeah, let's save the crappy ones for when Lessah gets back. You heard me.
All it is.
Alright. Now I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to do that.
How long does it take level 13?
And go get Cure Crit wands, which are only at the House K Guild vendor. I know they drop in chests too, but if you go to the regular wand vendor, they go up to Cure Serious. Sharing quests in permadeath, eh? That's a death waiting to happen.
Is that a no-no? I don't remember that being a rule.
I've seen people in the harbor fall off right by the leak dinghy there and get smashed. Like level 2.
Because someone saved. It's because someone shared a quest.
Someone shared the quest and they couldn't turn when they needed to.
That's
Yep.
funny.
I wish I could hit record fast enough and get the swear words on the. What the hell are you doing? Let's see here.
I switched instances once, and I was like falling through the air when I reappeared. It was pretty scary.
That had to be fun.
Oh yeah, I didn't die, but it was it was close.
I remember back in the day when I'd go shrine on my barbarian and the rage would wear off and I would die.
I have used my last mass teleport scroll. Did it. It put me into that falling mode, like everything goes pear-shaped. And I'm like, ah, shit. Falling, no feather fall. I had to search frantically through my inventory to rack up a regular teleport scroll that I remembered looting, and pray to God it wouldn't roll another low-ass number like that.
I didn't think Greater Teleport could fail.
It seemed to me like it did, because I teleported the whole party. It was in one of those
That's weird.
Shroud quests where it's like, everybody's done looting? All right, let's go back to Meridia, because that's the only place I really use it, because that's bugged. If you recall from there, you'll end up in frickin' 12.
I remember when I was doing that, but... So did everyone get the failed teleport?
No.
Oh, okay.
Me.
Just you.
Yep. And I'm like, oh, I have one scroll left. Look at that. Bing. Oh, shit. Because when it tells you that screen, it's kind of a warning if you know it's coming.
Yep. You
And
can
then
actually
I'm
survive that.
Yeah, that's what I did. Is I
No, without
looked in my
teleporting.
inventory for a regular... What do you mean? Usually it just kills you off after you fall a certain distance.
Yeah, there's a way to survive it without getting killed.
Like what? Frantically de-dooring and clicking?
No. You just float to the northeast corner of the box that they drop you in.
What's there?
A way out. Eventually, like if you just keep floating towards the northeast corner of the like little chute that you're in, eventually, like once you get closer to the bottom, you can scoot out and you won't pass the death spot.
What?
Yeah.
There's like an invisible exit.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be sitting in the freaking harbor with a stack of scrolls now, trying that shit out. Make a video of it. Oh, I also...
Oh heck, is that Mass Death Ward? Oh, sweet. This dude has
Yeah.
Mass Death Ward.
That's right.
Pretty slick.
Let me see, I've got this. Since I don't have greater heroism.
Do we want another NPC?
I don't care.
Pretty soon it's going to be like one guy and 5 hirelings. Welcome to DDOCaSplat. Which one of these hirelings is going to die first?
Let's see.
Is there a death pool for this stream? Which hireling will die first?
Yes, yes it is.
There should be. We've done death pools for us. Well, not usually for hirelings. A bard. That's exciting. Oh man, this bard plays songs. That's amazing.
All right.
This part has haste.
He's the lead guitarist in the band. I'm just the bassist. You also went and got a dwarf.
Oh, that's exciting. Roll showing.
Yeah. Is
There
he
we go.
two-handed fighting? It'll be funny if he is.
It sure looks like it. Or single weapon fighting. I can't. But I think the bard.
Yeah, I mean, what weapon
The
can a
hireling
freaking
bards were
bard
before
use?
single weapon fighting, though. There are
Yeah,
traps
it's
in
single weapon
here.
fighting. I don't know if he's feeded out for it, but he's definitely not using a shield or anything like that.
Whoop. That guy's got a crown. How the heck did he get over there?
Hiking up the road this week.
When an altar is attuned to the plane of Dolor,
Doo-doo.
one of its guardians comes forth to protect the portal.
There are traps in here. I just don't know where they are. I think they move around a little bit too. What's going on here?
Yeah.
There we go. Missing a weapon.
Despair washes over you as Dolor seeps into the tomb. The first guardian has reached this plane.
So I finally watched Batman v Superman.
You watched what?
Batman v Superman.
Oh, God. Did you demand the 2 hours of your life back right afterward?
No.
Or like a refund of time? Let me speak to your manager.
It had worthy moments. The warehouse sequence was fun. Ooh, hey, the big giant's a crown. It certainly wasn't the best movie I've seen all year.
The giant skeleton crumples to a heap. The door leading to the east
Ew.
corridor opens.
If I've seen one movie this year, that wouldn't be the best movie I've seen all year. That's how bad it was. Defies logic how you can screw up a superhero movie that bad.
No, it really doesn't. They've been screwing
makes-
up
it makes
superhero
the
movies
Incredible
that
Hulk
bad for a long time.
Looked like a good movie.
Don't be wrong, there were a lot of issues with it. But there were some things that I enjoyed about it.
Like, it ended and you got your life back.
No, the
You see
warehouse
the-
scene was good.
See the Star Trek movie?
I haven't seen
I
that
have
yet.
not.
So it wasn't bad.
Is it better than
would recommend
the
it.
real Wrath of Khan?
Well, yeah, I kind of think so, sort of. It has one issue, but,
Only one?
well, the one issue is pretty big.
Okay.
So, but it was still good. Other than that,
I wonder what they're gonna do about Chekhov. 'Cause there's gonna be another movie
yeah.
with Chris
I don't know.
Hemsworth in it.
They'll have somebody else play him, of course.
You think?
They'll have to.
You don't have to.
Dude,
Could-
he's a main character in that series.
So?
Like, getting rid of Chekhov, that would be like getting rid of Princess Leia in Star Wars because Carrie Fisher can't make it. You know what I mean?
You know, the first Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, you could have gotten rid of Carrie Fisher, and you probably wouldn't have missed much.
No.
Well, I'm talking about Star Wars, though, not this Episode 7 stuff. There would be no legend about making out with your sister if it weren't for Star Wars. Not until Game of Thrones, anyway. Jaime Lannister and Luke have lots in common.
That's a
Hand
little
chopped
disturbing.
off, kissing the sister. Although Lannister takes that a step further.
Well,
A
and
step.
Lannister knew.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm gonna touch the holy altar.
Zombies pour from the portal above. Bones cracking as they
Dude, I tripped something before the warlock killed it.
guardian has crossed into this plane.
I liked Wonder Woman too. What little you saw
See,
of her.
I liked her in the last one where they're battling what's his name? Can't remember what the hell his name is.
Doomsday?
Where she like cuts off that dude's arm. He's supposed to be the Billy Badass unkillable mob, and she like cuts his arm off. He realizes she has a sword that can do some crazy stuff, so he like is more careful around her than he is around the other ones.
Hey, look, there's a trap box behind that locked chest.
Yeah.
Good thing it was locked because I
So there
totally
is.
tried to open it.
The rogue was taking odds to see who's going to break it open.
Did you see the Wonder Woman Comic-Con trailer?
I was just going to view that before your Skype call came in.
It was pretty good.
I got to the part where she's like, "You're a man." Like, oh shit. Smell romance already. It ain't even
Don't I
1/8
look
of
like
the way
one?
into the trailer.
I didn't realize that the that guitar riff from the trailer for Batman v Superman, I think it was in the movie too, but that guitar riff is actually like her music. That
I
was
can't
her
remember
theme
what
music.
it's called.
The flesh golem's demise.
There's a version of that in all the old cartoons with her in it. Like the old cartoons.
Really? Hey, there's
Yeah.
a chest on the pillar here. Ooh, I can even open it. That's exciting.
Like if you watch some super old like Justice League style stuff with her, or Hall of Justice or whatever they called it back then.
The Justice League trailer was pretty good too.
When Wonder Woman has the invisible jet.
Invisible jet? What is Wonder Woman doing with an invisible jet?
It's hilarious. It's like to show it in the cartoon. It's like an outline of a jet, but to everybody else, she's like sitting, flying.
Like, you can still see her?
Yeah,
Well, that's dumb.
encased within the invisible jet.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was.
How does
it was-
that work?
Even kids who the cartoon was made for questioned it heavily.
Like, what are the physics involved here of the jet being invisible with the pilot not being invisible? How does
If social media would have been around when this cartoon was in its prime, it would have been slaughtered.
I'm surprised I haven't seen that in more memes or something.
People used to write about it in magazines all the time. Like that, like it wasn't an expression that some people use. Like that makes about as much sense as the invisible jet. It was kind of funny. But in that cartoon, there was a version. It didn't sound quite the same, but there was a version of that music. They definitely borrowed the hell out of that.
Oh, it
So
was
much
fun.
for having to use blunt weapons when I wail on those guys, since the Sunblade does way more damage.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll say this: the trailers for Wonder Woman and Justice League looked a lot better than the trailers for Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I hope they don't screw that one up.
Well, there's like
The air
nothing left of this Batman v Superman trailer gave you like beat for beat the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
third guardian has
Whereas, but these ones I didn't feel like I really got that.
I have a feeling
got a
that it
couple
was
of
a
cool scenes.
response to Civil War.
The Batman v Superman trailer.
Yeah. Like, we're going to have good guys beat up other good guys. All right, we're going to have good guys beat up other good guys, too. Ha-ha! We win. No, you don't. Your movie sucked.
Yeah, they definitely didn't win that battle. I was looking at something like a month ago, and Captain America had been open for like 5 weeks,
the corridor leading west.
and had already crossed like $1.4 billion or something like that worldwide. And Batman v
Yeah.
Superman, which came out a month earlier, was at like 800 or almost 900 million, I think.
That's still crazy.
There was a clear winner.
I don't think I would be mad if I made $900 million on a movie.
Yeah.
Second place? I'm retiring. See you guys later.
Well, what you are talking about the entertainment business, and you know,
Amate's skeletal nature.
There's just kind of this thing in the entertainment world. I mean, it's not like anyone's got egos there. So,
Yeah, everybody wants. It was the same thing when the MMOs were trying to clone WoW. People wouldn't take kind of successful as an answer. You know, hey, we're making a profit with this small niche crowd. We don't care. We want to be making 90 million a month like they are.
want to be the next one of those. Although hopefully the young adult dystopian movies are about to go out of style.
Please, Mother of God.
I saw something the other day that the Divergent series or something. Like they made, I saw the first movie and it was so terrible. I didn't even bother with the other ones. But I guess the third one tanked. So now they're talking about making the fourth one a direct-to-TV movie to spin off a series.
Direct-to-dumpster movie. We're just going to manufacture these and throw them all away at the same time.
Well, in
the conveyor belt will go right to the garbage pile.
The Maze Runner series, their production stopped because, I mean, it's not a good reason, but their production stopped because their star, like the main character, the actor got hurt on the set. So they've been out of production for a couple months now.
Yeah, apparently that happened to Harrison Ford as well.
Yeah, he like broke his ankle or something.
Yeah.
Which is not overly surprising. I mean, that guy is what, like 80? When he's up there. He's not as durable as he used to be.
Dolor is now fully coterminous. The fourth guardian awaits you.
And he's still doing action movies. Oh, hey, a ladder.
Falling stairs and a conveniently placed ladder.
It's amazing, though, given how many movies seem to be being made these days that are like the same movie. There's a lot more movies these days that I actually kind of want to go see in a theater.
It's like technology got better, but people ran out of ideas, so they want to reboot all the old crap that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's happening too quickly. Like Spider-Man, for instance, got rebooted like fairly quickly again.
Yeah, but at least they did a really good job of it.
So they better have, because if that would have sucked, there would have been no forgiveness for that.
Yeah. Well, everyone has been saying give Spider-Man back to Marvel. Give Spider-Man back to Marvel. Finally happened. No, if that failed, that would have been quite sad. But yeah, like most of the other reboots are quite lousy.
I also didn't like the little twist in Captain America where Aunt May's all hot. She's supposed to be all old and crusty. Was there ever a comic where Aunt May was attractive? Did it ever happen? I don't remember it if it did, and I go back to the 70s as far as Spider-Man is concerned.
One, I
Even
didn't really
Parker
read a lot
was
of
a
Spider-Man
kid.
comics, and two, I was never really looking at Aunt May, so...
Are you kidding me?
What?
Iron Man is over there talking to her, trying to get her number and shit.
No, I meant reading the comics.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the few times I've read a Spider-Man comic, I wasn't really paying that much attention to Aunt May.
There was always a dynamic there which she would almost find out about his secret identity, and then like he would pass it off as like, you know, some lame excuse.
I don't know. I kind of feel like Aunt May should probably actually know. Oh, hey, we can go back to the center, can't we?
She finds out eventually, but it's not in the older comic.
I always felt like it should have been one of those things where she didn't necessarily know, but she knew, and the reason she didn't really know is because she didn't want to know.
Though that's kind of the plot in the 80s. The whole Venom thing.
Yeah.
Because Venom, not only does the alien suit know, but the guy that the alien suit is working with to get revenge against Spider-Man knows.
Right.
And the issue with Venom is he's not actually evil. He just wants to kill Spider-Man and or Peter Parker. He doesn't... There are comics where an innocent person is going to die because of Venom's actions, like, you know, bridge collapsing or something like that. And he has a choice between, I could deliver the death blow to Spider-Man or I could save this person. And he actually saves them because he's not in it to mess anybody else up. He wants his revenge, and then Brock and the alien suit will go their separate ways. And because of that, Aunt May gets involved because the alien suit actually doesn't care who it kills, but it's just a symbiont. The human's actually in control, and that's what it hated about Spider-Man. It's like he wasn't going to do its bidding or whatever. Where Brock is like, all right, I'll use you long enough to get my revenge against Peter Parker.
How about Forbidden?
I have to deal with my inventory first.
I'm at the door. But Aunt May gets involved because Venom takes her hostage. And then he reveals the identity, and she's not surprised in the slightest. He doesn't actually tell her. He just shows up. And when he's getting the hell beat out of him, his suit's all ripped up. They kind of did that in the movie, actually, where like half his face mask is ripped off and his half is like the part like where the abdomen is ripped off, and one of the boots is gone, and his regular suit and the symbiont is projecting into his mind. You know, I wouldn't have corroded away like this. I would keep you protected. All your stuff would still work. All your spider senses would still work that I know how to block out, which is the only reason why Venom has the advantage.
Does Venom have spider senses?
No, Peter Parker has those, but because the alien suit was the symbiont of Peter Parker for almost a year, it knows how to block that out.
Right. Do that part.
I think he can replicate all his powers, so maybe. Because Venom is basically Spider-Man with a big gaping mouth, pointy teeth. At least when it's with
And a less
Brock.
charming personality.
Yeah. When I was a kid, that was one of my favorite villain plots because it wasn't like, you know, I'm evil because I'm evil, and I'm going to hurt people because I'm evil, and I'm going to do evil things because I'm evil. It's like, no, you pissed us both off, and now we're going to get together and get our revenge on you. That doesn't mean we have to kill everybody else, though. It was almost anti-hero.
Well, he was an anti-hero in a lot of places, wasn't he? Don't they, like, team up against, like, Carnage or something?
See, that kind of stuff happens, too. You know, like, I'm definitely going to kill you and get my revenge, but right now we have to work together to survive. Because this thing can whip both of us.
The Black Abbot's influence extends far beyond the race.
Even though that's a plot that's been played out before.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was still pretty cool.
It's not like we've come up with a lot of new plots in the last 20, 30, 50 years.
That's what I'm saying. They even had to make Vacation over again. Like, what the hell are they doing? Pretty soon it's going to be Airplane, you know, The Jerk, like all the classics.
I don't trust that hallway. May be wrong, but my metagame senses are going off.
Dude, did I just kill something? You guys are slacking. Between the heavy crossbow rogue knocking crap over at 100 feet and the warlock.
I'm breaking
Go,
stuff.
hireling bard!
Leave me alone.
Oh, maybe there isn't a trap in that hallway.
There's a remnant here. It's probably just waiting for me to walk through it. Hey, look, I found a trap.
Oh god,
Oh, jeez. There's a lot of trap.
I'm so dead.
Run! Run!
Okay,
Oh, I
how am
freaking made
I
it.
having to make saves against Greece when I'm up here on the ledge?
Like I was explaining before, the AoE in DDO is not literally like where the graphic is. You could be standing 5 feet outside of a firewall and take damage. Not to mention up and down is confusing in this game, especially to the engine itself.
Did you? Oh man, that looks like.
Meanwhile, in other news, your attempt to grief the party did not succeed. I got lucky.
If only that was intentional.
Please.
Did
I
you
haven't
see
changed
me
my
almost
spell out.
dying?
I haven't changed my spell out for Greece yet.
Yeah,
On my
well,
level
that's not
1.
down yet.
I wish you could min-max Greece.
You can hide
Have like
it.
a 90-day DC freaking Greece. Nah, this stuff doesn't work on it.
Hiding doesn't work on Grease?
I don't think that one is
Oh, and it also
I don't
like
think
What? How does
if
it
you
not
cast
work on Grease?
Invulnerability, it doesn't work on Grease, even though it's a level 1 spell.
I'm okay with that.
It's got to be coded on it in its own as its own entity and not classified as such stuff.
Probably because it's got to hit everybody.
In the
So,
center,
Chai, since we've been talking about a lot about comic books, what comic book movie are you most looking forward to?
the first gate must be
That's
lifted.
not out yet.
Jeez.
Suicide Squad.
Mm,
Although I think it's gonna be different than people think it is, but it's gonna be good.
see, it used to be Walking Dead until they actually made that. I was like, if they ever make a movie out of this, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to go all the way back here. Because the comic collecting pretty much stopped when I graduated high school.
They're doing a Killing Joke too. Should be good.
Yeah, I heard that. Geez, what's left as far as comic books?
Well, I mean, the ones that are coming out, that we know are coming out.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting to see this new Punisher that got okayed by Netflix.
Yeah, that could be pretty good.
That's what I'm waiting to see. Because when he was in Daredevil, that to me was the real Punisher. That the movie that they made with him pales in comparison.
Yeah, no, that was
It
terrible.
was kind of the rated G version of Punisher.
Well, which let's clarify. Which of the 3 movies are you talking about?
I only know of one.
There's 3. Because there's the
And
one
that's
with
the one where they're on some island vacation and
Dolph Lundgren one was.
yeah.
there was
Not
one with Dolph
bad.
Lundgren. There's one with I don't remember who plays John Travolta, but or sorry, who plays Punisher, but John Travolta's the bad
Can I
guy.
get that? Good
I don't remember that movie.
What did you want?
The Good Hope again.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think this song might actually stack. I
There
don't
was
think needed it.
also the one with
Yeah.
Ray Stevens. Stevenson?
I'm not seeing
Stevens?
anything.
I think it was just a one shot. Here's to hoping.
The room
So there were
splits
3
into
Punisher movies.
portions. The air
Yeah, I don't remember the other ones.
colder the further you
They weren't
descend.
very good. I can't even remember the name of the guy in the second one. I just remember John Travolta's the bad guy, and the gal whose last name sounds like a lettuce is in the movie too. Hey, that's locked. That's not good. What do we miss?
Side room's over here.
I'm also waiting to
Oh,
see
right.
if
That's what's going on.
Jessica Jones crosses over into that universe, because they've had some characters,
Well, Luke Cage is already in that universe.
some like B-level characters from Jessica Jones in that universe.
Well, she's supposed to be in the
Hard to
Defenders.
squeeze through, although large enough for hands
Someone has to go to the other side so I can pass him the lever or pass him the doohickey.
You're gonna make me solo this crap?
I can solo my side.
I know you can. You're a warlock.
Well, you came to my side.
Okay.
Go to the other
Piking. Here.
What?
Assuming the piking position. Oh yeah.
All right, fine.
There's
You can
people over there.
You can take that lever. I'll go get the other.
There's people over there.
They're not-
There's people over there. You don't have to leave.
I just realized my bard has greater heroism.
Fucking God.
I mean, the real bard has greater heroism.
Ooh, burn.
Yeah, the buffer with the DPS of a wet paper bag.
Hey, come here.
I mean,
We got to trade.
that bard's not lifting weights,
No,
dude.
get closer to the grate so I can trade. I can open a trade window with you. There we go. Now you can unlock the lever.
grinding gears rattle through the tomb, awakening its inhabitants.
Ooh, hey, a Flinster.
I should have known better than to come back.
Someone playing a violin?
Somebody rocking some Firefly. I know Firefly when I hear it.
That's a good
That's
show.
what it was, wasn't it?
There's a show that ended too fast.
What do you mean? One season is too fast?
It didn't even make it to the end of its
Not
season.
even one
No, it
season.
didn't.
They turned that crap off
Quite
and just were
sad.
like, we're done with it. Now it has more fans than anything else that's ever been that short.
Right?
Straight ahead is an arrow-like symbol pointing upward.
I sold my
What can I
rainbow
say? It
again.
was good.
I can probably not shoot this. Nope.
What are we shooting?
The face on the ceiling.
What are you trying to shoot?
That
The
one?
lever. Ah! Just shoot it
All right,
once.
where is it? I don't see it.
The face. The up on the above the chandelier. That's how you open the door. Oh my gosh. Just shoot it once. There we go.
Should have killed something else, you slackers. Now I'm going to play a song about how I killed something.
That's scary.
One thing.
I should stop opening doors.
Yes, please. I figured it might come back to haunt you, but if it's going to come back to haunt me, then you have to stop.
The ice cleanser shatters. His death opens the path to the second gate.
I don't know. Like half of this party trying to get each other killed. I don't trust that chest.
But you
Trust the
trust the door.
doors.
The chest, there might actually be a reward.
This gear is fashioned like the first. Find and breach the second gate.
Lena says if you like Firefly to check out Dark Matter.
I have already. There's only one season of it on Netflix, though.
Who grabbed the gear?
The
Oh,
teenage
I
girl
did.
in that flick wears the weirdest pants ever. Therefore, I call her Pants and not by her real name. By her character name, nothing, just Pants. As should all the other characters in the movie. Or the series, or whatever.
Hey, Yellow Bear, do you want to go open the door?
No. You do, though, while I'm over here.
Oh, sure, that one's not trapped.
Yeah, because you weren't the one that opened it. See what I'm saying? It's going to be a Firefly MMO. They're almost done with it. They're sending out the beta requests already.
Wait, really?
Yep. Now, that may or may not mean they're almost done with it, I guess, because, you know, God only knows how long games can be in beta.
How long was Infinite Crisis in beta? Wasn't it in for like years?
I think Infinite Crisis was the entire strategy to make that game. And I think they called it beta even though they opened it up for, you know, everybody. Or almost.
So, do you know the trick to unlock the lever then trade it? Oh, jeez. There we go.
Okay.
You ready? Ah! I fell down the hole.
Should I hit the lever?
I don't know. Did you guys pull your lever yet?
No.
Is it locked?
Yeah.
The trick to this is if you click it but interrupt, you unlock the lever, and then you can pass it.
Down the
And
hall,
both pull it.
the second gate creaks open.
Or you can just do that. You could put it in a trade window, and it's technically still in your inventory until you pass it over. And then
Well,
inch
yeah.
over, and then do it, and then hit trade, and then the other person just moves over and hits it.
Yeah,
I remember
that's
trying to
harder.
figure this crap out when it first came out, and I was like, my god, what is this? And then, of course, the halfling that I was playing at the time looks like he would fit through the bars.
Oh yeah,
Like,
of
why
course.
can't I just go through the bars and just open both of them? Seems to be the problem. Must be something we didn't kill. We didn't leave anything up here, did we?
I don't know.
I think this
What
is
did we
a,
miss?
the door.
probably something
Still all the-
sneaking. Or possibly in the wall.
Yeah. He's right here.
Is he in the wall?
He was up on this this dais with the ramp.
Okay.
Hiding. He was a smart one. Since Civ 5 is fairly successful, there's tons of fantasy-style, browser-based strategy games that are free to play too. Trying to clone that whole thing.
Yeah, I believe it.
Handwritten letter
Ooh.
next to an adventure.
A letter.
The letter was addressed to an adventurer named Nurtak.
Dear Beltash, the next door is trapped. Go ahead and open it. Your party standing right where they are.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait, is it really trapped?
I do not see any trap.
Neither do I.
This phone
No,
number
this is not necessarily the same thing as there is no trap.
and Michaela is not impressed, man. Just knocking shit over with that crossbow.
Which one do we go first here? I don't remember.
Almost more warlock than the warlock.
What's that supposed to mean?
The word warlock is a synonym for being overpowered. Hey, what's your warlock score, bro? It's like quarterback rating.
Do you even warlock, bro?
Hey, secret door.
That's not in my job description. I'm wielding a sunblade and there's oozes on the floor.
It's an arcane ooze. That shouldn't be in my job description either.
No, it actually should be. You can turn off your elemental damage.
It eats my spell points.
You don't have to get close to it. You don't even have to make eye contact. It's just,
It doesn't
Shoot
have
it.
eyes. How am I going to make eye contact with an ooze?
I don't know. I'll make sure to play the romance music when it happens, though.
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff in here.
Yeah.
I spot something.
Yeah. This was the first trap I ever remember being complained about on the forums.
Complained about?
Complained
one?
about, yes.
Why?
Yes. Incessant levels of complaining. Because if you open the chest, the only thing that happened was the door would slam shut and you wouldn't die. So you're basically in there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're just stuck there?
Yep.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what it's worth complaining about, but it's kind of a lame trap.
Well, I mean, if you think about how that would work in real life, it's like you're in prison now.
Yeah.
Probably gonna starve. Maybe you're already wounded from fighting the mobs.
Before you, a mind flayer. The frozen chosen mind player bursts as it is struck.
Yeah.
The key drops safely within.
All right, you then. Last person to arrive on purpose and theme.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a door.
Door has your name on it, buddy.
Give the rogue greater heroism and see if she sees something.
Should have it. This has ran out.
Probably ran out.
It's one off. I don't see anything.
Can you pick the door?
Probably. Well, I don't have to. If it's-
Something in the
No,
back
just
of my
look
head
out.
is saying if you pick the doors, they don't blow up on you. I don't
I
know if
picked
that's
it.
true, but no,
What,
you
your
broke
nose?
it.
No.
It's not the same thing. Mhm.
You know what would be really useful in this quest?
What's that?
What's going on?
Someone who could cast freedom of movement.
Yeah. Like a real bard that had all bard levels, maybe?
Or Lessah.
The third gate is flung open as a frigid breeze cuts through.
The delinquent cleric.
Eee. Ow. Alright, where's this dude?
The mummy guardian drops from his sealing chamber to defend
Right there.
his tomb. Mimic gnashed his bones,
Oh, quit it.
broken by the frigid tomb, shattered
I have completed the mummy hunter. That's exciting. I didn't realize I was hunting mummies.
Can I get a remove disease really quick off someone? Anyone?
Yeah, I got you.
Just throw a
where
heal
are
from the hireling if you don't have it.
That's what I was looking for.
Thank you.
Ooh, potion of invisibility. That's exciting. All right, that'll wrap up the show for today. Thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We'll be back next week. You can watch past shows and our weekly DDO news and discussion podcast at DDOCast.com. You can also check out our YouTube page on DDOCast. You can watch our DDOCast show live at twitch.tv/DDOCast. You can check out DDO.com for the official DDO stream calendar and the DDO forums if you'd like to download and play the game yourself. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at DDOCast. That pretty much wraps up everything for today. We'll be back in next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays. Thanks for watching.